You know, raccoons' eye masks are supposed to be like sunglasses. Like, that's what they're there for.
I don't think that's true.
To help with like glare and light and stuff. To help reflect or refract, whatever it is, light, so they can see better.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be something with their eye?
I'm pretty sure it's like the reason they have the fur pattern around their eyes, specifically the bandit mask. Hold on, today I learned. Why do raccoons have the mask?
I felt like that would be more of a...
Because the dark fur around their eyes absorbs light, reducing glare and sharpening their night vision, helping them see better as they forage at night.
That's crazy.
I
thought it was so that no one would recognize them.
Well, welcome to Cold Hard Trash, CRT episode 86. I'm your host, Trashcan Jones.
And I'm Breeeg, your fellow host.
And raccoons have their little bandit mask as an actual evolutionary little thing that they got. It helps them absorb light, reduces glare, sharpens their vision for night vision foraging.
And it makes it hard to recognize them in a lineup.
Yeah, makes them very hard to tell one raccoon from another. They all got together and decided they're dressing the same. Mm-hmm. Smart. As a criminal gang, I would do the same.
Apparently, raccoons have somewhat of like a society in a way. Like in the ways that they like work together in like urban environments, like
raccoon gangs.
Not like they fight or anything, but they teach each other the lay of the land.
And help each other out
in such a way that you can't like relocate a raccoon and it'll still do okay. Like with its hunting, basic foraging skills, it needs to kind of have like a space that it works in.
Interesting. I didn't know that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Neat.
So don't relocate raccoons.
Don't just throw them back into the woods.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the movie Crash?
No.
It is probably one of my favorite movies of all time. Very serious movie, very heavy and emotional all throughout. It has, especially the beginning of the movie is probably one of my most favorite beginnings. It starts out with Ludacris, and I forget who his friend is in the car that plays alongside him. But they're having this conversation about the time that Ludacris was racially profiled. He says, they're going back and forth talking. He's like, I was walking down the street. This lady saw me. She just went to the other side of the street. I wasn't planning on robbing her, doing nothing. And she just thinks I'm some kind of criminal. Right away. That's ridiculous. Bullshit. And they're like, yeah, it's bullshit. Back and forth, going, how about all this shit in society? And then Ludacris goes, all right, stop here at this one. They get out, they pull someone out of their car, rob them, and drive away. And it's just like, well, I mean, was he wrong, though?
I wasn't planning on robbing that lady.
It's like, was he wrong in that moment? Like, that lady did racially profile him, and she was being racist in that moment, technically. You don't see the rip moment on screen, but in this moment they're describing, so, like, he's not wrong in that moment that he's complaining. Like, nothing he's saying is wrong, but... he kind of doesn't have a leg to stand on at the same time if he's going to be doing that. So it's like, ooh. And that's the whole movie is just moments like that to where you're like, okay, I know you're right, but things are complicated here.
Yeah, you don't deserve to be profiled, but you can't be offended that someone thought you were going to rob them in particular. That thing, because you do rob people.
Yeah, I get. Or if you're not known to be a robber, then it's like,
yeah, it's like the issues of profiling, not making a wrong assumption about you as an individual.
Right, and that's the kind of toss up. How can you tell the difference between that when someone and
maybe he's just right in both situations.
The whole movie, though, it's very, very good. Keith David has a great role in that, too. Not a main role, just one of the side roles, but super, super good movie. Definitely recommend watching. I think it's like a 3-hour-long flick, so it's kind of long, but great scenes.
I'll go for it.
You got Don Cheadle, you got Carlos Pena. Who else is famous in that? There's someone else. Ludacris's friend was someone famous who was in like a bunch of movies back then. I just can't remember his name off the top of my head. The other guy's in there. Fucking New Math Man. Terrance Howard. he's got a really good part in that. Before he went crazy, he was actually really good in that movie. But yeah, that's Matt Dillon too. He's another one. Yeah, there's so many good stars in that movie.
I still get why Terrance Howard left Marvel, because he was sort of like told that like he was going to be like that War Machine was going to be treated as like an equal to Iron Man,
and then
in
the
second movie, and then he was like the role was downsized, and like I mean that's what Iron Man 2's kind of like, that's what it introduces,
right?
It's a big part of Iron Man 2, but
yeah,
he didn't want to take a pay cut. Fair, preach. That's why you make new math.
Yeah, I guess he just never rose to those same heights again after that, though. Like he could have been in the Marvel movies.
No,
man.
it was definitely the wrong move.
But you just said preach.
Nah, he's still in his principles. I respect it.
Okay, yeah, I guess I can respect the move.
Sometimes it doesn't work out for you when you do that. And that's the way life goes, you know?
Yeah. I guess that's the truth. That's one of the themes in Crash. That's the truth.
Maybe he was inspired by his previous work.
No, actually, in Crash, Terrance Howard thing is his sort of refusal to stand on his principles due to the fact of his situation. Him and his wife get pulled over by asshole cop Matt Dillon, and because Matt Dillon is an asshole cop, he ends up sexually assaulting his wife. But because Terrance Howard, being a colored man pulled over by the police, does not want to interject in that moment, his wife is upset with him, and that's their whole arc. And then Matt Dillon has this whole thing of he's an asshole to, being a bit of a racist, but his dad wasn't a racist, but now his dad is being mistreated by like Social Security services, which is largely like operated by people who are in minority classes. It's a whole very big complicated thing. So Matt Dillon's like falsely taking out all of his anger on anybody that he sees. It's very complicated, but Terrance Howard's whole thing is refusing to stand on principles in that movie, as opposed to standing on them, dying on his sword. Maybe, yeah. Never gonna do that again.
Yeah.
Very good movie though, Crash. Sorry to just run through the entirety of like a third of it. But
that's fine. You said it's 3 hours. So
yeah, there's a lot more to it.
Stuff.
Yeah, that's only one of the characters, and all of them like intertwine and stuff too. So good, so good. It's a movie just like. I guess you could call it a slice of life movie because nothing ever really like sort of it's weird that I'm going to compare it to Don's Plum, but sort of like Don's Plum, nothing happens in the movie, right? It's just like everybody's got their own story, and there's maybe like 4 or 5 like succinct ones that all kind of wrap up, but it's just like you just look at everybody's life for like 3 hours. And it's just like shows all the different complex twists and turns and all like the decisions people made, why they would have made these decisions, never like justifying them, but giving you the backstory to it all. Hello.
She's so friendly.
She is.
We need to get her a mic.
Yeah, it's definitely worth watching. It's something I think we had to watch in high school. It was the first time I saw it. One of my teachers put it on for like an ethics class, just like to talk about the different bigger moments in it. Not for you. This water is for me.
I mean, the way you're describing it, it makes sense that it would be in an ethics class. What was your ethics class's opinion on the question you posed?
I don't think
about
I got
profiling.
I think it was. We didn't get to pose questions about that. It was more the teacher just being like, telling us that Ludacris did have in that moment a right to, but like even though he's a car robber, we could still never racially profile people. And that was pretty much it. Then we just kept going with it. And she had like one little thing for each thing in the movie. Because every character has like their own sub-story and then like their larger stories that kind of play into it.
I feel like that's kind of a crazy ethics class, though, if they're just telling you these things. Like, that's the point. Any ethics units, I never actually had an ethics class.
Here's a little, the full name of the class was Religion and Ethics. So...
Okay, so might then be, they are prescribing a perspective.
Might be a little more skewed. I went to Catholic school, and that was specifically. I think might have been ethics in religion or ethics of religion, something like that. But yeah, it was. They were doing it through the Christian lens.
Yeah, I mean, any ethics class I had, it was about like discussing it and. Like, I do a project where it's like, okay, go and look up recalls for medical devices and then, like talk about the ethics of that particular recall. Like, were they lying about what it did, or like did it fail in like a particular thing? Like, because you have an obligation if you're making a medical device to
Right.
make it as safe as you can.
Right.
It's one of the most important things you could pay for. That you need it to live up to the standard that it's setting.
And arguably, you would have an obligation, if it goes wrong, to tell people what went wrong with it, so like they can know and look for it in like any kind of a holdover period for trying to get rid of them.
There's one really big one I remember we went over. It basically had to do with, it was a device to be implanted on your spine. It's like a cage type thing.
Oh.
To, like basically spine replacement almost.
Okay.
To keep your spinal cord secure.
Yeah.
But with an implant, you're going to deal with inflammation.
Sure.
What they did was they took this lower back lumbar implant and said, this section is about the same length of the neck.
Oh, no.
So say we can put this in the neck, and that got people killed.
Oh, my
inflammation.
God. Yeah, because inflammation right there at the brainstem, that could...
Yeah,
that could
was really, really bad.
That could end you in your sleep. You don't even know. You just go to bed with a headache and never wake up.
Yeah, so, they got in a lot of trouble. I don't remember which company it was, but...
Damn, that's... How can you even be, like... Because don't committees...
It was like one of the worst cases.
Yeah, like, don't committees or don't companies like that have an ethics board or an ethics committee to like specifically prevent shit like that from happening? So when people have those ideas, they'll be like, "Hey, that's the craziest fucking thing you could ever say. The spine doesn't work that way." What the fuck?
Well, I just don't know how like actual ethics reporting works in stuff like that. I've never run into an ethical issue at work, to be completely honest.
Yeah, you'd figure if especially something in the medical device field where like ethical concerns are going to be a high priority, you would have like
you think they'd listen
within you'd have like an intercompany, not even maybe even a third party, like have an ethical check on you just to avoid liability, because that seems like it's a company shutting down career-ending thing. You wouldn't want that to happen. That's a worst case scenario. You probably have a third party company ethics checking you to make sure that you're following standards.
Yeah,
and being like, fuck it, we'll pay any cost to follow these standards because the cost of not following them is everything shutting down. So yeah, that's crazy that they wouldn't have like any sort of checks and balances.
Yeah, I mean, something went wrong, obviously.
Was it like back in the 70s or 80s, or was this recent?
This was like in like the 2000s.
Oh, my God.
I think.
Jesus. So it wasn't even like you could claim ignorance of like, oh, medical science back when they were caving out hips and knees.
Yeah.
Just being like, yeah, you're fine. You got like 60% less knee, but fuck it. You should be fine. You're just going to walk funky for a minute, and then you're never going to have a leg that works properly for the rest of your life.
There's a whole bunch of other stuff about implants, too, like specifically joint implants. What we were like, if it includes metal, you will get metal on metal contact, which will create free particles of it, and then you'll get poisoned because it'll get into your blood.
Damn.
So that's pretty bad.
Damn.
Shit happens like that still. We try to do better. That's how it goes.
Yeah, shit.
Also, since you said it was religion and ethics, my high school had a Bible as literature class that I never took, but I always thought it was one of the more interesting things that they offered. Yeah,
I had actually a religion class kind of similar to that. It was just the way they taught the Old Testament at my school was literally just as literature, because it was kind of like at the forefront of the class. Like, listen, the Old Testament is, this obviously like God didn't just poof people on, like he's not a magician man. Like that's kind of a fantastical way to have a religious view. So we can look at this as more of metaphorical, allegorical sense and try to find like what messages came out of this. Because it's like a hodgepodge of the craziest shit. And if you try to follow it word for word, then good God, you're going to be living the most circus upside down life, bringing turtles to the priest when you're on your period and shit. It's crazy.
How much do we know about the authors of the Bible? Do we like know the name of even a single person who contributed?
Well, yeah, there's the 12 apostles, the Matthew, Mark, Luke, John.
So they wrote the whole...
They wrote the most of the New Testament,
yeah.
And then the Old Testament was, I believe, the collection of the when Moses led the Jews. It was like a collection from them. So like stories passed down, and then eventually written down.
Okay.
So
but we don't know who did it.
The Old Testament, we don't know like who wrote it. It was supposed to be, it's the word of God, because it was the messages of God, stories of God written down. Whereas the New Testament was stories of Jesus written by his followers.
Okay.
So those were actual people. Which makes it even more funky when you see like the revisions of the Bible and what parts of the New Testament got taken out. Because you're like, hey, wait a minute. I thought those were supposed to be like the quote unquote accurate ones. Yeah. Why are those getting taken out? What don't you want us to know? Good old fucking Enoch. That's the wild one with like the depiction of angels. Like the concentric circles, flames, eyes, wings.
Mm-hmm. The whole biblically accurate angel meme.
Right. The things that strangely look like DMT demons and people keep pointing out. It's a little bit strange. Psychedelic rituals are like really big into other ancient religions. So it's not crazy to think that perhaps Christianity, Catholicism, the Abrahamic faith in general might have had some sort of root in that.
It's a stoned ape theory.
Yeah.
The idea that
the doubling of the human brain.
Consciousness was even... like, the only way that it could even be formed in the way that we have it was through psychedelics.
Yeah. There is, like, the thing of psychedelics do, like, have the neuroregenerative properties. Because I think it's, like, the people who suffer from PTSD, like, they can actually get, like, the medically prescribed, like, I don't know what exact mushroom it is, but, like, you know, a psychedelic mushroom therapy that helps, like, not only, like, get them through, like, psychologically, but literally repairs parts of their brain. Mm-hmm. So you think about that, and then you think about the fact that the human brain went from, you know, monkey size to big complex size. It's like, yeah, maybe. Mm-hmm. Maybe also aliens came down and had sex with one of us. Who knows? Who knows?
Maybe I wasn't there.
Maybe aliens came down and gave us the mushrooms. Who knows? Because mushrooms are like this weird thing that are
It's not a plant. It's not an animal. Yeah.
It's all interconnected all throughout the planet. They all connect with each other. Maybe the mycelium's pretty big.
There are very big sections of mycelium. Yeah, there's an entire forest.
I was going back to, I think it was long ago in the original of the podcast. I thought like underneath the ocean, there's more mycelium, and it's all connected.
Yeah, we would need to lay internet cables then. We just ask the mushrooms nicely.
Right, just plug it right into the mushroom. Bing bang.
I mean, have you ever seen people hook mushrooms up to like synths and stuff like that?
I've heard like the mushroom sound. Yeah, the mushroom music.
Yeah, well, they'll link two mushrooms together with a cable, and then they'll read the signal that passes in between them and put that red signal into a synthesizer.
It's cool. It's like, from what I remember, it's like a lot of just like soothing like music, like ooh, kind of like just low tones. Mm-hmm. Really nice.
Well, I mean, the tone itself doesn't. Like, that's something that you're kind of deciding with the synthesizer, I feel.
Oh, yeah?
How you're mapping it.
Okay.
But, yeah, the mushroom music.
It's pretty sweet. Yeah, I wonder. There's also the famous conspiracy theory that heaven is actually below, whereas hell is the one that's up. Because you have the cold, unyielding, vast reaches of space as opposed to the nice, warm center of the earth.
Warm.
It's very warm, but it's warm. You know, the earth is like the life form. You know, that's where we live. It's the Mother Earth. So, like, going back into Mother Earth, we get buried there. That's where the heaven is. Probably. I guess that's the whole, like, rigmarole of the theory.
Yeah. So, honestly, that gets me thinking. Because there's the whole idea, one, that, you know, hell is like a fire pit type deal. Mm. And 2, it's down. That's where it is.
Yeah.
3, there is a molten core to the planet.
Yeah.
It's very hot.
But what if the people who live there already figured that out and they just have a nice protector around that? They're like superpowered ACs.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, a cold is worse than heat. As much as people want to be like, oh, you could always put more clothes on. It's like when you're very hot, it doesn't hurt. Like it sweats, like sunburn, like beating down on you, like it like feels uncomfortable, but cold literally is pain. Like your entire body, it's a different sort of like feeling tightness where your body is like, no, like the cold is not good. The same way that heat is.
Where we live, we deal with worse cold than heat. You know?
True.
Like we don't live in the South. We don't live in a humid place. Well, it could get humid around here, but like we don't live in like a bog.
I've been to like 110 degrees in the South though. Like 110 degree heat.
Yeah, but you were there for like a week.
Sun. I mean, I just say like I've experienced it.
Like,
just
but
the
you
straight
weren't
feeling
stuck there.
The straight feeling, like going outside, like when you go out to the 110 heat, you're like, ooh man, this is hot, and I can feel the sun beating down on me. But you know, my muscles aren't telling me to stop. Like everything in my body isn't stopping me from moving. Like the cold is. If I go out to the cold and it gets hit that weird thing, it's just like, nope, move, curl up into a ball right now, stop. Like everything in my body says to stop it.
I can agree with the differences in how they feel and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, we don't live in the South. We don't live in a place that is that hot for that long. Like
that's true.
We do it as a vacation because we fucking live here.
Right.
It gets super cold.
It gets stupid cold. I hate this. Not even the cold, just the wind. The fact that it like rips into you. It feels like it goes right to your bones.
What temperature do you start like getting sick of it? Because like I can put on like, a jacket and a hoodie and it's like 30 degrees and I'm good. But when we get into the 20s is when I'm starting to not like it. But literally like 30 and above, like I can do anything I need to. I just need to be properly bundled.
So it depends, like I said, if with the wind, because it can be like 45 degrees, but then like a whipping wind to where like even if it only drops it to like 35 degrees, it's going to suck because it's just going to hit you so hard. So I can go like maybe 45 degrees is like my lowest where I'm like, all right, fuck this. But it's got to have no wind. Mm-hmm. I think like even if it was a nice breezy day, it's 50-55. Like I got to have the heat. I hate cold. I don't want to have to put on a jacket to go outside.
Nah, I'm fine with it.
Fuck it.
I had my
t-shirt.
My birthday bar crawl where it was 0 degrees.
Yeah, you
stuck through with it, and you hate the cold, so thank you. Yeah. I appreciate you.
It was rough, but I was doing squats at the bus stop. The hand warmers and the gloves you gave were the biggest helper. The fact that I was just able to hold like molten rocks in my hands the whole time.
Yep, I was
so
like,
good.
If I'm gonna ask anybody to do this, I need to like provide something to help stave off the cold.
It was very useful. It was so good, just being able to hold those there. And then I gave one to Mrs. Trash, and she immediately dropped it. No. So I was just stuck with one. But I still made it. Good burger at, it's not Maria's, the other place Maria's at. First place we went to.
Mars,
yeah. Good burger at Mars. Delicious. It was like old school good burger, too. Came in the red and white checker paper, had the sesame seed bun. Looked like it was straight from the 40s.
Yeah, I don't think I had that any burger from there. Maybe I'll try it.
Oh, it's so good.
There's, I like the fries.
Fries are also really good. Like crispy. They
were
like those
nachos, but
yeah, they
fries,
had
so
like
with a fork.
That browning to them to where you feel like they're almost going to be like wilty because you feel like a lot of those they usually get like too oiled and like soggy, but they weren't. They were nice, crispy. They had the good amount of like hold to them. Oh, you were right. They had like the crisp of like a nacho on the outside, but still like the littlest amount of fluff. Perfect for dipping in ketchup. Ugh.
Ending the night with ramen was
That was a cool move, too. 2 a.m, ramen, just sitting in the ramen stall. That was a fucking vibe.
Yeah.
Love that.
So glad that there's some place that stays open that late in this neighborhood.
Gots to. I mean, there's a lot of different places like that in Chicago. San Jose's open late. Maxwell Street's open late.
San Jose is like, they close a bit earlier than that. And Maxwell's you can't eat inside.
Yeah, but... I mean, eating in... Yeah, okay, that's fair. Yes, eating inside open late. There's not a whole lot.
Still winter.
Yeah. Yeah. And they say Sarpino's also delivers to like 4 a.m. They were always the classic.
All right, I want it for the record. What is yours and Mrs. Trash's Sarpino's order?
It is... Our best one was shrimp, ricotta, and banana peppers.
Yeah, it's like
so good.
Shrimp on a pizza is the thing that's so crazy to me.
You would think that's what we were getting: ricotta, banana peppers. We were like, "What should we do for a meat?" And we were looking through it, and we were just like, "How about shrimp? Fuck it, fuck it."
Being adventurous,
we were feeling shrimp. It was good pizza. Sarpino's makes that good shit, especially with the garlic butter sauce. Oh man, oh man. They give you extra banana peppers on the side of the pizza too. It's the only pizza place I know that does that. No matter what pizza you order, you get 2 banana peppers on the side.
Oh, I've had that from a couple of places.
Yeah? Oh.
I appreciate it every time it happens. I'm always eating them pepperoncinis.
Yeah. It's the good stuff.
It took me a while to figure out that... So I have, like, chronic heartburn.
Oh, yeah?
And I was eating shit like that, like, all the time.
Good stuff.
And it took me a very long time to realize that's not normal. And not everyone else feels that way.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the same thing with me with lactose intolerance. I drank lots of milk. I drank a glass of milk pretty much every day. And it's just like, oh, yeah, not everybody needs to, like, curl over and die after
Yeah,
meals.
no one told me.
No one told me that the bathroom experience was supposed to be a smooth one. It's not supposed to be a long endeavor.
Yeah, so strange pizza, but I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, it's good stuff. At
there's one
Sarpino's,
time-
you can just get so many Frankenstein pizzas. Why not go crazy? They have so many toppings.
They that garlic sauce that they have, right? Mm-hmm. One time we ordered a pizza with marinara sauce and a side of garlic sauce.
I remember.
And they fucking switched it. And I read the receipt again because I'm like, no way. But no, it was this thing. It was just covered in garlicky butter sauce and one little thing of marinara to dip it in. It was good. It was really rich.
I was gonna say it's
wouldn't do
basically
it
just
again.
like one big breadstick pizza at that point. It's not even like pizza. It's just like a flavored breadstick. Oh man, Sarpino's is good shit. I haven't had them in so long.
So, you ever have Toppers?
I don't think so. No.
Toppers used to have a location in Chicago that ended up closing. It was like a Wisconsin thing. So if we're ever up there, I'd like to show it to you.
All right.
But it's a nice pizza place, but they have Topper sticks, which is like, pizza sticks, bread sticks. They have chocolate bacon sticks.
Interesting.
Actually pretty good.
Like chocolate covered bacon, or bacon with like chocolate.
Bacon,
in it?
cheese, and chocolate, and you can dip it in icing. It's fucking insane. Another thing that you don't ever want to have regularly, but you would at least you would like it once. I imagine
That's like a cheese on the apple pie thing. Have you ever heard about that?
I have.
That's another I'm not gonna do. So I don't know. I don't know about that one.
You ever put cheese on ramen? I mean, that's not as crazy, right? But
I've not. I've seen the cheesy ramen like packets, but I've definitely never cheesed up ramen
just a
myself.
slice of American cheese on ramen.
Good God. That sounds
You're a
awful.
bigger American cheese fan than me.
Yeah, not
you're
on my
like,
ramen.
I'm gonna eat it straight out the bag, and I'm like,
Yeah.
well, I want to put it on crazy shit.
I think you want to put it on ramen. I put it on eggs or something, dude. Put it on your fucking burger, but don't put it on ramen. Jesus.
It looks good. It looks good.
No.
Emulsified cheese product.
Ugh.
Breaks down.
I put butter in my ramen. That's the good stuff. But cheese, no.
My ramen thing is peanut butter.
In the ramen? Mm-hmm. What?
Makes it kind of like a pad thai thing sometimes. Depends on the ramen, right? But it's not bad. It's not like peanut butter is sweetened, and if you are having a sweetened peanut butter, use a different one.
I just can't get my head around that. Peanut butter and ramen.
Peanuts are very versatile.
Are you fucking pregnant?
No.
What the hell?
I've been doing this for years. It'd be the longest term ever.
This is crazy. Oh, my God.
Or I've done egg drop soup ramen.
You just drop an egg in there?
Yeah, we
Yeah, that's
beat
normal.
it and you make it all wispy and stuff. But
Yeah, that's not my thing, but that's a normal thing. Put an egg in the soup, I guess. Mm-hmm. That I can get along with. Fucking
I never do both.
peanut butter in the soup. Good God.
I never do both. And I would always add cayenne or hot sauce or something, but now they make the bulldog ramens, which are finally spicy enough for me. So I don't really add hot sauce anymore.
Peanut butter in the ramen. If you were cooking ramen and you got out the jar of peanut butter, I'd smack it out of your hands.
I'm gonna make you try it.
What the fuck are you doing?
I will make you peanut butter ramen.
No, I'm not gonna
You
eat
need
it.
to go for the right flavors too, right?
If
You can't go for the carbonara ramen and add peanut butter. No, bad.
Carbonara ramen. What are you eating? Ramen carbonara. That's Italian food. There's no ramen carbonara.
I have taco ramen right up there.
What kind of ramen are you buying?
It's bulldog. It's the spicy chicken guy.
Jesus.
Just go up there and grab it.
What the fuck?
It's an orange on the left,
Taco
on top
ramen.
of the freezer.
Spicy ramen. Bulldog.
Taco.
Samyang. Jesus.
They have one spicy
Made in South
sauce.
Korea. Okay, so it's South Korean ramen. It's not Chinese or Japanese.
They also make the carbonara.
That's wild. I guess they're
This
trying
is
to
basically my brand of ramen. I go for this every single time.
Okay, fair enough. So they're trying to do a Chinese fusion thing. I thought it'd be like a fucking Maruchan just throwing that shit on there, but
Nah, I wasn't
Fair.
into the Maruchan.
yeah, Maruchan when they try to do different shit is just always bad. They try to do I want to say a maple syrup and pancakes one or something. It was just dog shit.
I believe that. But the cheese one,
All also dog shit. Cheese
ruled.
one was also shitty.
It was great.
No. Cheese one tasted like dog.
No, it was chicken flavored with cheese.
Not
It was
great.
good.
No.
I had it so much.
No.
I was also microwaving the styrofoam cup.
That's how I got second-degree burns on my leg and crotch.
Well, I never fucked it up.
Oh, I didn't fuck it up. I just microwaved it. I fucking microwaved it for a minute and a half, and then when I picked it up, I didn't even squeeze the cup too hard, but the bottom broke out, like a piece of it broke out.
Sorry for victim blaming
It's
you.
like fucking 9-year-old self getting second-degree burns on my cock. Fucking sucked. My mom was super pissed at me about it, too. It was the worst part. She wasn't even fucking, like, sad. She had to miss my brother's graduation, and she kept letting me know.
Damn. Yeah, no, my bad.
It's all right. It's just fucking... It is...
Wait, was this the cheese one, too, in particular? Or
No, I think it was just regular chicken.
Okay.
You're not supposed to microwave the styrofoam cups, though. They say it on the package. Do not fucking do it. So I guess it is my fault, which, again, they always like to let me fucking know. But still, I was 9, okay? I wanted ramen.
Yeah. I just guess I lucked out. I also... So, when I was growing up, I'd be the first one home a lot of the time because school gets out earlier than work.
Yeah.
And I'd always make myself something. So I had the ramens.
You were a latchkey kid?
We had, if that's what that means.
I think so, yeah.
Microwave burger and chicken sandwich. The whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
In the pack. Steam it.
I was going to say, like, the big AZ. Those are always the ones at the truck stops that we have at the work.
I don't remember the brand at all, but we would get them from Walmart, and they were frozen, and you pop it in the microwave.
Yeah. They have a rib sandwich that's literally just identical to the McRib, like identical, but just bigger. So like I was always just like, oh, that's the one to go.
You ever buy the chicken bakes from Costco?
I have not.
Wow, that is
that brand?
literally just a McRib.
Yeah, it's just a big McRib.
I don't know. I don't think it was that brand, to be completely honest.
It's just big ass.
But the chicken bake, they'll sell frozen ones, but it's something that they give, like they sell at the counter too.
Okay.
Because they have the food court there at Costco.
Yeah.
And the one that you get at the Costco is like ginormous.
Right.
It's huge, but the frozen ones are much smaller, but it's all the same flavors. There's also one time I got a Cubano sandwich from Costco, and then I left it in my pocket for a week.
Oh, no. Why?
I forgot about it.
Obviously, but like, I hope you threw it out afterwards.
I did.
Okay, yeah. Good God. How do you forget about a whole
aged.
sandwich in your fucking pocket?
It was a Costco run. We had shit to do, and I threw my jacket off when I got inside.
Okay, jacket pocket. That makes sense.
Yeah, not my
pants pocket. Yeah, you're just like, the whole time you're just like, oh, wow, no. Get at the end of the day, you're like, my Cubano.
For a week, so I'm taking the pants off and putting them back on.
Or like when you're doing laundry, you like rifling through your pants, you like shake it up for the change, and it's like Cubano falls out, and you're like, oh, let's put that in the wash.
After the wash too, like it's just like melted. It ruins like everything. I'd assume.
It's little, pickles and jalapenos on a Cubano, right?
Pickles. You could probably put jalapenos on it to be good, but that's not. You don't need jalapenos to cross the bar.
Okay. I was gonna say the Cubano I had at a restaurant did have jalapenos on it, but that was probably just their spicy kick to it.
I love Cubano sandwiches though, and like, I think I did myself one of the greatest favors I've ever done in my life in that moment, and not smelled it.
Really?
After finding it after a week, I just knew.
Oh yeah.
I just knew it was fucked,
well,
and I was like, I'm gonna throw it out.
You couldn't fucking even. You couldn't. It didn't tempt you.
It was wrapped up nice and tight, and I was like, if I smell this and it's like disgusting and still smells like a Cubano in some way, it's gonna fuck up the whole thing for me.
Yeah.
There was this one time I ate a bunch of. I don't even know if this is what got me sick, but I did end up sick from it. I ate a bunch of like Doritos Dinamito. It was like their Taki answer.
Okay.
Ate a whole bag of that. Next day I was just throwing up like crazy. I was drinking orange Gatorade, and I couldn't handle orange flavored things for a while.
Yeah, especially that's like a very pungent orange Gatorade has. Very distinct.
Yeah, so that was... I saved myself. I still like the sandwich very much. I'd get them from 7-Eleven. It has pulled pork and ham on it, and mustard, pickles, and then I think it's Swiss cheese.
Yeah. A few times I've had it, it's been really good. It's only been the time when, like, I go to a place and, like, they don't have the customizable sandwich. I'll look for something that's either, like, BLT-esque or, like, a club sandwich. And a few times I'll be like, oh, let me get a little bit of a Cubano. Let me get that. And I do like a sandwich with peppers on it. That's what I was looking for when I found the Cubano the first time. I was like, oh, it says it's got jalapenos. I'll try it.
I would go to Jimmy John's, and I would get the giant size sandwich, BLT, add Jimmy peppers. That's the only customization, and it's a free one, too. And so I would eat that, and then I'd save the other one for the next meal. I'd eat half of it, and then I'd save the other one for, like, another meal. I was really into it. So then I bought my own 1.5 foot long piece of bread. I baked my own bacon, and I made myself a giant giant BLT with
not even
Jimmy
a
peppers.
club, though? You're not even going for extra meat on there? You just want the BLT?
Yeah, I love BLTs.
I like them too, but...
add the turkey if you have it, whatever.
Yeah, club it up.
I probably could have, but I did that twice. Actually, wrapping it was awful. The first time I tried getting fancy with it and using like heirloom tomatoes, but the thing is if I'm making a giant sandwich that only I'm eating over the course of like 2 days, like it's starting to soak in.
Yeah, the heirloom tomatoes kind of get kind of bad after a while.
Yeah, so that definitely wasn't good. I found these like really nice hearty tomatoes at the meat packing store, and they're probably my favorite. Like they don't have like a ton of flavor to them, but they are hearty.
The thickness, the nice chew. I like that.
Cut a slice of it and hold it up like this, and it doesn't bend.
Hell
It's
yeah.
like
You get a nice thick tomato. I love that.
And so I like putting that into marinades. I make the cowboy caviar. Like you put it in there with a bunch of vinegar and stuff like that, and it just soaks it all up, and it doesn't melt away in the process. So I like that tomato a lot, and it's not even like a natural heirloom thing. This thing is hearty as shit. This is like, you look at it and you're like, that's genetically engineered.
That's a fucking mother tomato.
That is firm. Things that firm don't grow naturally.
You ever seen the Courage the Cowardly Dog where they do all the lab grown stuff? They get like sign up for some government program. They put a dome on them and they're going to make them a greenhouse. And all the plants just turn out to be like super genetically modified monsters. They pick the tomato and it just starts like buzzing. And they're like...
I don't remember that, but that is...
The tomato like grows a stinger and just starts trying to stab him in the face.
The closest thing to a greenhouse that I remember in Courage the Cowardly Dog is the squid episode.
I don't think
because
I remember
they build a dome over the squid. There's like a space squid that comes down.
Oh, the space. Yeah, okay. I do remember that. His big eye.
And then one of them sacrifices himself to save the other one that was pregnant, and it had a bunch of squid babies.
Oh, the other squid babies. Courage the Cowardly Dog was like weirdly emotional. All the different scenes.
Well, I liked the variety.
Yeah.
It's like based in horror. Like as a kid's show, that's kind of hard to... And it wasn't even really trying to scare you most of the time.
Most of the time. Fucking, you're not perfect.
Yeah, turn the slab.
King Ramsay, it was so scary when I was a kid. Going back and watching that, it's so hokey. It's so funny.
But they were doing the multimedia thing. He was in 3D.
Yeah, it looked out of place at the time, but even like the out of place it looks now, it just looks so funny.
Yeah, well, we're used to that stuff more now. We watch Smiling Friends.
Right. Smiling Friends, it does look like off-putting, but they just make the joke. They don't even like mention it, so it's just a funny joke.
I don't think Smiling Friends looks off-putting at all. I mean, like, I'm used to it, right? But like, it I just accept it all at face value.
Yeah,
it's like, okay, that's what it is.
Yeah.
But Courage the Cowardly Dog, it's still the funniest thing. The episode where there's like that goose god.
Yeah, like the goose Zeus, and he like falls
really wants Muriel.
Yeah,
and then eventually he falls in like with Eustace's truck
because it honks. And
then steals it,
takes it away. Eustace is like, "Nah, God damn it, not my truck."
Yeah, Eustace finally got what's coming to him.
Get him, Eustace bag. That's so funny. It just ends up like, I think it like Courage just figures out that like honking is like, what is that beautiful sound? And he just like keeps honking the horn like, great show. Cartoon Network had like an absolute legendary block of cartoons that'll never be topped. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's going to be like an era of Cartoon Network talked about forever, really. Mm-hmm. It's like still talked about today of like that was one of the most legendary things. I wonder though, when the next generation of kids gets to be like our age from watching this new generation of Cartoon Network, will they also look back at our old shows the same way? Because they are like not like our old shows,
like how we look at Hanna-Barbera stuff.
Sort of, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because now, like, Hanna-Barbera had the prevalency of, like, Boomerang and stuff like that, where old shows could come back around. But now that, like, YouTube and social media has become so prevalent, all these older stuff can come back around even more prevalently. So you think, like, the original Teen Titans, right? Like, classic show, everybody loves. How many kids have actually seen that? How many kids watch Teen Titans Go and are like, I want to see more Teen Titans content. Let me watch the original Teen Titans.
Yeah, I mean, I think that might actually be one of the more popular ones, specifically because they also continually reference the original show.
Right.
They've done like, I thought it was cool when I thought they only did it for one episode, and then later I found out that it's like 3 separate episodes where there's this guy, and he just keeps on like arguing with them about the old Teen Titans being better.
It's almost like a reverse sort of follow-up, right? Because you think about like... Dragon Ball is the only one that comes to mind, right? You have like the sort of kids show that now grows up with the audience and becomes like the more teenage adult like action show. This sort of goes like in the backwards way of now the new generation of kids that are going to be watching whatever cartoons are on. They might find Teen Titans Go, and now they're going to be able to grow up and go backwards and see like the old stuff. And that referencing to it is kind of, pushing them back to it. Kind of making sure not only our generation that grew up with Teen Titans, but this new generation is also going to get the old Teen Titans. Because while we don't like Teen Titans Go, it might be just what this new generation wants to see.
So Teen Titans Go, like something that I don't think people really consider about it is that it's definitely targeting a younger audience than the original show.
That's what I'm saying.
And yeah, so that they maybe could see that and then get a little bit older and then want something more like that. I'm on the same page.
I think it's definitely like it's probably 100% the strategy. I'm going to say
I don't know if that's the strategy.
They're literally having a guy reference back to it. They're like, "Hey,
yeah, but
we
he's
have."
A dick.
Yeah, but still, it's funny. Like it's like Dwight Schrute and Michael Scott are dicks, but they're still funny.
Yeah,
it's you have this property that is going to be gangbusters money. You can't just remake the old property, right? You have to figure out how to get new eyes onto it, how to basically keep it alive. And also, like, keep your property running at the same time. So you make this new show for kids, literally have a character that references back to your old property that's still going to make money and still be able to merchandise the same way because it's the same characters. You're able to get more bang for your buck out of that. Like, you're literally telling kids, like, go watch that other shit. Go watch that other shit. Even if it's like, oh, the old Teen Titans was better, and it's like the dick guy saying it. Well, let me go see for myself. And then before you know it, you're 6 episodes into the first season because it's a damn good show. I feel like it's a great way to like get just more out of the old things that people are going to be talking about anyway. Because even in, like you think about these, I don't even want to get into like the head of the kids nowadays. But if they're looking for more Teen Titans content, right? And they look at like the Teen Titans subreddit, for example, and there's already lots of conversation about how great I don't know.
I don't want any kid on Reddit, okay?
No, they're going on social media in general, whatever social media kids are going on these days, and they're just going on Teen Titan discussion boards. I didn't want to sound like an old man, so I specifically went to that. They're going onto the message boards of Teen Titans, and everybody's talking about how great Teen Titans, the original one, was. That's it lines up with it. It makes it a nice transition. So I feel like it's sort of not even a response to the fans, but just like a way to be like, we can get some more out of this old property since people seem to like it already. It's not like it's going to change how people feel about the old property. It's still going to be able to stand alone on itself. We're not like writing new things about the characters and changing, everything about that, like retconning shit from it. So I think it's a good strategy. I think it is a strategy, and I think it's a good one. I didn't know about that character to literally reference back, but when you said that like clicked in my head that it's literally a strategy. It's gotta be.
He's making fun of the fans that are comparing the two shows as if they're the same.
The fact that they're even referencing that there is 2 shows is That's a lot. That's That's more meta than anything else.
I think of it as like they make this character to basically say, why are you as an adult watching any of this shit? Like, this is you complaining right now, okay?
And that's the thing. It comes off that way to us, but to the kids watching it who don't like understand that, it goes over their head because they've never seen the old Teen Titans. They probably just think, what old Teen Titans, you know? It's that way to go.
Yeah. Eras of the shows, though. So, like, Teen Titans... It was like that was a bit later on from Courage, slightly.
Yeah.
Codename K&D.
Codename Kids Next Door. Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. They had a lot of crossover with that. Mm-hmm. You remember Gigas? That was had a couple run show. The
Gigas,
big like
Megas XLR.
Yep.
I mean that was not a big one, but I liked it because the guy ate Chicago pizza.
Yeah, pretty good.
And then after that era comes the one of regular show, Adventure Time. All that stuff, Gumball.
Yeah.
Which I that's sort of like at the end of like when people of our age would be watching Cartoon Network shows. They were also a little bit more mature in some ways.
Yeah, like Chowder and things like that. Like they definitely had a lot more like larger appeal than just straight to kids.
And then I don't know what comes after that. I mean that I stopped paying attention during that. Like
same.
I liked Chowder enough. I liked how Chowder looked.
Yeah,
more than anything else about
the backgrounds
the show.
that stayed put, but everything. Yeah,
I think always hated Flapjack.
Yes, I've heard about that. You told me.
Yep.
I like Flapjack, especially all like the different gross out stuff they do. It's a cool little world too. The Candy Island they live on.
Yeah, it just didn't land for me. But that was part of the era. And we talked about how it was it originally started as like a bumper for Chowder. At least if I remember correctly, because that's how I saw it.
After that was like Steven Universe, Mighty Magiswords.
I would put Steven Universe in the same camp as
really
the Adventure Time stuff. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say it came out like around the end of Adventure Time, but
no, I feel there's some continuity there. I guess.
Yeah, it's like around the underlapping because Adventure Time had like I think like the large finale ending that they were like leading up to, so it was probably like they came out around that same time. So it might have come out like right before the end. But yeah, I remember Mighty Magiswords and shit. I can't remember anything else from Cartoon Network after that.
Yeah, me neither.
Uncle Grandpa.
I heard that. Like
I remember that one.
That I don't remember that at all. I've never seen it. I've heard that people didn't like it.
Yeah, no,
it was just really noisy.
It was just slop.
But there is that picture that the artist or the creator of Uncle Grandpa posted when the show got canceled. Of Uncle Grandpa putting a gun in his mouth. He posted on Twitter. It's hand drawn.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Yeah,
fucking crazy, but awesome way to announce the resignation.
It's very good. I've seen like other artists and like showrunners have like their goodbye posts. Yeah. Like that, and that was quite the one.
It's fucking crazy.
And that's the thing is that it's real.
Yeah,
that's what makes it as good as it is. It's not just some Joe Schmo.
Yeah, at this point, like, who's going to stop him? It's not like Cartoon Network's under contract anymore. Yeah. What are they going to do? Never hire him back, probably?
Yeah. Yeah. There's all those shows. And then there's Gravity Falls.
Was that on Cartoon Network? I was going to say, that was Disney XD, yeah.
And it had a very, like, sporadic release schedule. Like I think the finale came out when we were like college seniors.
Really?
Yeah. Huh. It was like it would just drop out of nowhere. That's when the show came out. They didn't announce it. Nothing. It
yeah. Like, I never kept up with Gravity Falls. I just kind of know of it.
Yeah. We have a friend who was keeping up with it, and it was like always very sudden. It's like, oh no, I gotta watch Gravity Falls now. It came out.
It came out. Everybody, quick! Babe, new episode of Gravity Falls dropped.
Yeah, I hope the new shows are still good for kids. I mean, I got little cousins. They watched Bluey for a while. I don't think they still do.
Dude, we fucking Blaze the Monster Truck, man. Shows are great for kids.
Oh,
they're learning
that
about
one too.
Structural engineering.
But like
rotational
Bluey
velocity.
and Blaze is like for like 5 and under. right?
Yeah.
Like that's not the type of shows. Like Courage the Cowardly Dog is not for 5 and under.
All right, well, fair.
Like that's the era that I know, like, or that's the age group that I know nothing about. What?
Right.
They probably don't even watch TV that much.
I was
like,
gonna
it's
say,
probably
it's
not
all-
as big as it used to
It's
be.
YouTube and Twitch streamers now. So what everybody's doing. TV's kind of going to the back burner. Even on YouTube, there's a lot of like Miss Rachel's one of the biggest things. Like a lot of kid shows are going to there.
I babysat for my little 7-year-old cousins, and they, like, with dinner we put on YouTube Kids. A lot of Minecraft stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think they play Minecraft.
Well, it's just like
appeals to kids.
it's a
seeing
canvas
Minecraft
world.
things.
It's a block world. I mean, building blocks. It's kind of the most essential. Like it's literally the first thing you give kids, right? It's like 2 blocks to stack up and knock over. So Minecraft is like the big sandbox of that, right?
Yeah.
It's the game you need like zero, I guess, like preamble to understand, right?
Yeah,
You get
if
thrown
you're
in there,
watching it, you understand it.
you get it, yeah, right away.
And then we watched trick shot compilations.
Hell yeah. Also, don't need much to understand. That just plays to the monkey part of the brain.
Yeah,
Ball
because
go in.
I've never been on YouTube Kids, so I don't know what like gets past the line or not. And there is nothing offensive about trick shot compilations. We just watched. It was a competition between 2 guys at a mini golf course, an indoor, mini golf place in like Kansas or Nebraska or something. It's like a
Kansas
local
City,
business to
Nebraska,
them.
perhaps.
That Kansas City's in Missouri.
I think it's Kansas City and Nebraska too.
What?
I'm pretty sure.
Why do
I'll
they keep doing that?
I don't know, but I'll double check.
That's worse than every state having a Springfield. But yeah, what they were trying to do with the mini golf thing was hole-in-ones only, which I guess is interesting enough.
Oh, there's not a Kansas City, Nebraska. It's just
Okay.
right near Nebraska. So
Okay.
people from Nebraska might say they're from Kansas City.
Yeah. The hole-in-one only competition, and that's kind of interesting.
Kind of cool. It's like speed run. Like if you miss a hole in one, you got to go back to hole one.
And then it was another one. It was 100 trick shots. It was like throwing darts through like frisbees or something like that, like with a frisbee with a hole in the middle.
Wild. Have you ever been to, I forget what it's called. It might be just Golf It. It's like an indoor golf place that has a bunch of different wacky holes. I think it's like Bolingbrook or something like that. Somewhere not really north of the city, but north of where I'm at. They got holes that are like, one of them is skee ball. Like you put it up and try to get it into like one of the better things.
Oh,
or
that's
puts
a
better thing.
classic mini golf.
Right, classic, but it's like actual like lit up full skee ball thing. They have one where it's you have to hit a rim shot for the hole in one. So you hit it across 2 snare drums and then a cymbal. And it goes doo doo tss, and then goes into the hole.
That's good.
And it's actually 2 snare drums. Like you have to watch it bounce and hit. It's so good. What was
Yeah.
the other one? Oh, they have a bowling one where they have like fake pins. You have to hit it down the lane.
That's cool. It's just like, it's very creative. And that's kind of the only thing that you can do to differentiate yourself from other mini golf places.
Right.
If you're trying to be competitive.
Yeah.
And not just be like, this is the one mini golf place we got in town.
They even have on every single hole, like the rim shot one is like, it's the secret hole in one. So like there's the way you can play the hole, but then there's like the super hard shot you can take to get the hole in one that's like up a ramp or like through this little gap that you got to shoot it through, and then it'll do a loop-de-loop and all this shit. So it makes like every hole you can like take the challenge and do that shit. It's super fun. That's what I do in mini golf games of just like, all right, I'm going to get this in hole one shot or I'm not getting it. I'm just firing from the line.
Golf with your friends.
Yeah, just firing from the line.
I feel like the adult version of mini golf.
Golf?
Which
This is golf. What do you
mini
mean?
golf and golf are very different in their objectives. I feel like the modern version of it is like an axe throwing bar, where it's like something like physical, like a challenge. I guess it's not as creative as mini golf is, but like for a social gathering and something for you to do.
Sure. That's like the more modern, because like darts is like the old timey one.
Yeah, but
Axe throwing is like the new twist on darts. Like instead of a dart, use an axe.
Yeah.
Chuck this fucker.
I never went to one of those places. They were very popular like 8 years ago. I
Yeah.
heard everyone was talking about going to an axe throwing bar.
Wild.
I'd like to do it at some point.
A bunch of axes around drunk people, and it wasn't the worst idea ever? That's crazy.
Somehow, right?
Right? How did that not go terribly wrong?
Yeah.
You think that's like the recipe for disaster.
I heard about how awesome they were 8 years ago. Nobody's talking about them now. Well, maybe they're shut down. I don't know.
Maybe one thing went wrong, and they were like, you know what? We're not going to play with fire anymore. It was a good run. We're just going to stop before somebody goes, what? And throws an axe across the fucking bar. How does that not happen?
Have an axe fight.
Yeah, right. Somebody's gonna like, oh well, I gotta settle this dispute. Good thing I got this axe right here.
I have 3 actually.
Yeah, for free. I think there's multiple axes. Grab an axe, meet me outside. It's crazy.
Probably have a million bouncers.
I found the better version of that was there was a cool like arcade cabinet version where the target was like 100 just like plastic posts, like all kind of really tightly bound together, and you would throw a plastic axe at it, and it would just get stuck within the plastic things. And if you only if you threw it hard enough, though, because you would have to like fight against the tension of them being. So you'd literally have to whip this plastic axe, and it was you can A, go full clip without having to worry because everything's plastic, and B, a lot safer not leaving fucking axes around.
Yeah.
So I was like, this seems like a way better version, and it's like all electronic too, so you don't have to just like go and rip the axe out. Like everything worked better for that because the plastic things would just like sink back in, and your axe would fall, so you wouldn't have to go and fug with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna look into this. I'm gonna see if I can make it happen.
Can axe throwing bar?
You're just going to an axe throwing bar. Like,
right.
Are they still around? Was it a fad? Is it real? Tune in next time.
Yeah, tune in next time because it is about the time for this episode to end of Cold Hard Trash CRT episode 86. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed it, please leave a comment or any kind of engagement because we love you for listening, and we would love you even more if you told us why you loved us or why you hate us. Either way,
Thank you.
do it.